Hi, my name is Amar Musa. I go to Arcadia High School. I'm going to University of Colorado next year. Um, I got here by dying a slow, painful death in the last 2 kilometers, and praying to God that I made it. That's pretty much how I made it here.
I'm Ryan Poland, and I'm originally from Colorado. I got fifth at USA's, and I'm currently attending the University of Oklahoma. Didn't really do much in high school. I made Foot Locker once, but didn't do too well there. So we'll hopefully we can add on to our or have a better championship performance tomorrow.
I'm Justin Vilhauer. I got fourth at the USA Worlds Meet. I'm from Visalia, California. I attend Redwood High School, and I'll be attending Oklahoma State in the summer. So I'm pretty excited for that. Um, Other than that, really how I got here was basically just hard work and smart racing, I'd say.
Hi, I'm Craig Lutz. I got third at the USA Juniors, and I originate from Chicago, but I live in Dallas now. And I got to make a shout out to Anthony Manfred and Paul Zeman. I coming, I guess coming here, I've won Nike Nationals, and I got fourth at Foot Locker that year, and then this last season I got third at Nike Nationals, behind two guys who are tearing up the country right now. And I'm going to the University of Texas next year.
I'm Max Straniva. I got second at the qualifier. I'm from Binghamton, New York, and I currently attend Syracuse, New York, or Syracuse, New York. Currently attend Syracuse University, and I have gone to NXN twice. And for the race, I just felt good and ran smart and finished well.
I'm Eric Olson. I got first at the qualifier, and I attend Stanford University. I do not have a specific hometown, though my last like 6 years or so I lived in Novato, California, north of the Golden Gate Bridge, beautiful county. And how I got here, I'm looking at the camera. It's just a lot of hard work. I guess my breakout year was junior year, and then that next fall, my senior year, I made it to NXN, and really it's just a lot of determination. I kind of saw what other guys were doing in the nation, and I wanted to be up with them, and my lifelong goal was to go to a good college and go to that college due to athletics. So kind of had that lifelong goal, and that just pushed me to strive for the best and the greatest. You kids are great. They're getting faster every year. So, I mean, in the next couple of years, the times that I'm running will probably be sucky in comparison to what they're running now. So, just keep on looking towards the future and just keep on trucking, like Luke Lutz says. The course is, I don't know, it's pretty flat. There are some rolling hills, and in like the second half of the course, with with two sets of like three logs. So it could definitely be more difficult than, look at you. It could definitely be more difficult than like the qualifier, but other than that, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's all grass. It's not too wet as you would think, being the raining season. So.
Well, in our team meetings and stuff, we really haven't had race prep conversation yet, and we haven't really had strategy talk or anything. The obvious is that the African teams are going to be kicking butt out there, but we're not going to back down. We're going to try our hardest and hopefully do better than what the team did last year and land amongst the top 7, top 6.
Well, these guys are all really experienced guys. They know what to do. These guys, if anything, can advise me more than anything because they're all really smart guys. And we got Stanford and Oklahoma, but it's just they can advise me, and I'm learning from them.
I feel like we've all pretty much done well in the time change. I mean, the first night we were all exhausted, so we went to bed at a decent time. And other than that, I mean, one night me and Amar were up pretty late, but other than that, I mean, we've been going to bed pretty early and it's been fine. I mean, I'm sure we're all pretty tired still a little bit, but other than that, I think the time change hasn't really affected us much.
I think the course is just similar to a national championship course like NXN or Foot Locker, but I think the competition is going to be a lot better in this race than the national championship race like NXN and Foot Locker, but we're up to the challenge and we're looking forward to race against these guys.
Yeah, we went to the monastery, I think, where Columbus went to before he discovered America and all that jazz. So, needless to say, that was pretty neat. Yeah, we saw the replicas of the ships, and there's a nice Spanish lady taking us around. So, it was pretty fun.
They've talked to us. I don't think they've really talked to us in the sense of like race strategy, but they've just opened themselves up to conversation. Ryan over there really knows Brent well, so he's kind of come into our group, and have meals with him, just talk about normal things, talk about NCAA basketball. That's probably the main thing that we've talked about with him so far. No, I think Ryan does. But it's not looking too good. And he's wanting the mic right now, but I'm not going to give it to him. But other than that, none of us, I don't think we do.
That's a lie. NCAA, I do not have a bracket. That is a lie. I may or may not have filled out a personal bracket, but I am definitely not wagering anything. It's just a personal pride thing for me. I've not been to Nike, but when I was deciding whether to go to Nike or Foot Locker, the main pull factor to Foot Locker was the individual race, and I think if you have a good team, then Nike's the place to go, but I did not have that sort of team that could compete on the national level like that. So I felt that Foot Locker was going to be more prestigious for me as an individual as opposed to Nike. And I mean, not to diss on Nike, but I think Foot Locker is still the premier event and not necessarily Nike as far as an individual goes. So.
Well, I've done Nike for 3 years now, and I've done Foot Locker once before. And this last year, I got to bring a team out there, but like everything that goes on that weekend is awesome, individual or with a team. I mean, going with a team and being able to experience, being able to place in the top teams of the country is awesome. But the year I went to Foot Locker, it was pretty stacked. But it seemed like this year, especially the Nike field definitely grew over the Foot Locker field. And it seems like the momentum is starting to go into Nike's favor. I also agree with Ryan, though. I really think they should figure out a way to combine. I think if they do it right, money would be better for both of them. So, but I know companies are stubborn, and that's just how America is.
They were just flocking over Ryan today on our visit, which was quite hilarious to watch. And he's almost like a famous person over there, which is incredible.
Granted, I don't know what it's hard to tell how old these girls are. Let's just say that. But they were there, and but it's a little iffy. So I made sure to keep an arm's length distance. So it's all right.